Hi everyone and welcome to Witcher 3 Blood and Wine DLC Entry Plus Death March final boss fight video. So this is Dettlaff. This is the final confrontation against him. The first phase is, there are three phases. The first phase is this one, when you just fight him like you fought him like in the beginning of the DLC. This is really easy. He almost does no damage at all. But it's gonna go to the second phase, and the second phase is what I once said it was one-shotting me. But I'm gonna show you how to dodge the bats, and it's actually just really simple. You just have to stay away from him. See, this is the second phase. It's gonna transform into a giant bat creature, really bad. You cannot let this fucking thing hit you like at any percent, because, well, if you're playing Death March, because he's probably going to give you trouble at any rate. So this is the bat attack. See, I'm just gonna run left to right, and the bats just don't hit you. But you have to be really far away from him for that to work. Here, just hit him twice. Don't overstay your welcome, because he does that. See, and be careful of that attack. That does a lot of damage. And I think it's part of a grab too. I think it grabs you, or is that in the third phase? Maybe it's that in the third phase. So he comes smashing into the ground. Don't be there when he smash into it. And yeah, that's the entire boss fight. I mean, don't get hit by the bats, because that's probably a one-shot or close to a one-shot. I think he's gonna hit me with the bat once, so I'm gonna show you what kind of damage he's doing to me. And I'm really tanky, guys. And I had Quen up. Is it here? No. So it's gonna be at some point. I think I get, see that little traps that are on the ground? I think I get trapped in one of those, and he slams the bats at me at the same time. So it's really bad luck. So weirdly, I'm going to talk a little about Cyberpunk in this last DLC, because I already mentioned that this is my favorite DLC. This is my favorite boss fight as well. I should mention that. I like to have a little strategy and difficulty in the boss fights, so this is definitely my favorite boss fight in the DLC. Maybe in this entire fucking game. Let me think about that. Yeah, I think this is my favorite boss fight in everything Witcher 3 related. Because in the main game you don't really have trouble against bosses as well. I mean, not even Eredin is fun, which is the final boss fight. Karidin is fun. Oh, here he comes. He's gonna hit me really hard here. See? Oh my god, I don't know how I fucking survived that. He almost destroyed me there. Yeah, so I'm gonna heal. I'm kinda intoxicated by the almost full, see, in my intoxication from the potions. And I'm also eating something, which is that 100% up all the time symbol, and almost crashes on me. There's gonna be a third phase actually that I almost died too. I'll talk about it when we go to it. I think we're close. So Cyberpunk, the first teaser for Cyberpunk is actually a CGI. Yeah, it was a CGI. And we never got to see gameplay even, and that was 4 years ago. Now I understand that CD Projekt actually is a developer that, you know, they just give themselves the time that is needed to actually release a fully working product that meets expectations and is not really buggy as shit and stuff like that. And I do appreciate that, because few developers do. I mean, we are seeing examples every fucking day of developers releasing shit that is not even ready to be released. Not talking even about the quality of the game. So, but I really think that we are approaching 5 years and we haven't even seen gameplay of Cyberpunk. And Cyberpunk, if you're wondering, is going to be the next big thing of CD Projekt. It's gonna be kind of like Witcher 3, but in the future. It's gonna be a kind of Deus Ex environment. It's not copied at all, because Cyberpunk is actually I mean, Deus Ex is actually heavily influenced by Cyberpunk. Uh, it was like a module of the Dungeons and Dragons board game. You know, the dice board games. And well, now it's gonna be a game by CD Projekt. It's gonna be open world too. It's gonna be like a huge open world. They said that it's gonna be even bigger than Witcher 3. So I understand the delay. This is where I'm coming from. 5 years and only a teaser, no gameplay. I expected to see something from Cyberpunk on this last E3, and there was nothing there. So I kind of got a lot of frustration from this last E3 that people are saying was the best E3 ever, something like that. I kind of have the exact opposite opinion. I kind of think that it was one of the worst ones. Not the worst one, of course, because the worst one was the one that Sony presented, that the PS4, and it was a Sony presented the PS3 and it was a fucking disaster, and Microsoft didn't present shit as well, and I think the Nintendo Wii U kind of was singing songs on stage. Fucking Miyamoto was playing the flute. A really weird E3. I think that was the worst one. So this is phase 3, guys. You have to actually do what I'm doing here. Just survive him hitting you and respawning around you. Just hit the bags of meat, the meat bags, whatever this is. I'm just saying that Cyberpunk is taking so much time that I might actually fucking die, because if they actually are going to release gameplay footage of Cyberpunk, it's going to be in the next E3. That means the next fucking middle of the next year, guys. And you know, that's just going to be the first gameplay that we see. It's not gonna be close to release date. It's not gonna be even close to our release date. And then we're going to have to wait like 1 or 2 extra years for our release date. That is another almost 4 fucking years that I'm talking about here. And that's just fucking unacceptable. Like 10 years? It's gonna be actually 10 years for Cyberpunk to fucking release? I don't think that's too much. That's too much. So I won't talk about that anymore. This was Witcher 3 DLC, Blood and Wine, on Death March and NG Plus. I hope you like it. I loved the DLC and I love Witcher 3. I'll see you guys in the next project. Thank you for watching and take care.